So Gargoyles are pretty decent for money and not half bad XP. The requirements, you'd probably want 70 plus combat stats or that kind of deal. 80 would be preferable, but you could probably do it at 70, and you definitely need 75 Slayer, otherwise you can't kill the fuckers. Okay, gear setup. Now, this is my setup that I personally use. I know I need a fire cape, but I'm a fucking noob and can't be screwed to get one yet. Anywho, pretty much just bring your best armor and weapons. They drop coins quite a bit, so I would also suggest to bring a Ring of Wealth, but you can replace that with a Berserker Ring if you prefer. Inventory setup. Okay, so this is just what I take, and it seems to get me decent sized trips before I bank, maybe 2 to 3 hours per trip. You can obviously just forget about the supersets and camp for way longer, but I prefer to go back and continuously replace my supersets to keep me strong as fuck. I bring 3 supersets, an Ectofile for my teleport, 1 stamina pot for the stupid ass long run. I take Alch Runes since the Gargoyles drop a lot of Alchables. I take a Slayer Helm to avoid the stat drains from the Aberrant Spectres, which you have to run past, but you can also use a nose peg for that, so you know, there's that. I bring Guthans to allow me to heal up and so I can camp for longer, and a Rock Hammer, which is really important to bring, do not forget that, for the final blow. Without the Rock Hammer you can't actually kill the Gargoyles. And while we're also on this note, it's very helpful to buy Gargoyle Smasher, which is a perk from the Slayer store. It'll cost 120 Slayer points, and that will automatically smash the Gargoyles when they fall to 9 or lower HP, so it saves a hell load of time. Also, I bring some food just because it gives me a little bit more time before I need to do the annoying Guthan switches. Also, fuck Monkfish, use cheese potatoes, they heal the same and cost less, just FYI. Now, there are 2 spots for Gargoyles. They are both in the Slayer Tower near Canifus. You can get there in many different ways. The best ways to get there are using the Slayer Ring, which can be used to teleport to the main entrance of the tower, the Fairy Ring code CKS, which lands you in the west of Canifus, just south of the tower. Alternatively, you can walk from Varrock through Petrodomus, but that's the longest route, so I wouldn't really suggest that. You can also use the Ectofile, which is what I will be using, and you can also use the Kirill teleport or a teletab of that teleport to get there. So this is essentially what my run would look like, starting from banking, use my Ectofile, and then this is the run to get there. Once you're at the entrance of the Slayer Tower, there are 2 places, as I said before, that you can get to the Gargoyles. You can go here. If you go down this way, you will end up to the Gargoyles, which you can only kill when you're on task for them. The next spot, and the spot that you will camp to make money, is right here. So if you don't have 61 agility, you can't use this nice little shortcut, so you'll have to go all the way fucking here. Just follow me and maybe bring like half a stamina potion or some shit and a Slayer Helm or a nose peg to avoid Aberrant Spectres from draining your shit. After you've trekked it like a boss, you are ready for Gargoyles. So as soon as you walk in, they will attack you because they are aggro as fuck, so pot up and in you go. Now I'll show you my loot from 1 hour at Gargoyles. Keep in mind this varies from person to person. Okay, so after 1 hour I got 36,390 XP, which is, you know, 30 to 40k per hour, which is not too bad, and I got around 500k, which isn't too bad either. So yeah, not too bad, but not amazing. I hope there wasn't too much bullshit in this guide, and do keep in mind that not everyone does Gargoyles like this. Okay, cool, and see ya.